and the big wigs of the NDC ended inconclusively, like I did say a short while ago. They said that they do not want that meeting, that the Peace Council should go and meet the MPP and the flag bearer of the MPP, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Well, that meeting has ended. That meeting ended inconclusively. They left. Members of the Peace Council, led by the executive secretary, left the premises of the office of the former president, John Dramani Mahama. But just a short while ago, there had been security deployment, especially a police deployment to the office of John Dramani Mahama. Supporters of the NDC or the managers of his office who were here, the security people who were here said, well, they are official, or they have been officially assigned to man and guard the office of John Dramani Mahama. They do not need any security protection of whatsoever. You can see in your shot from far away the member of parliament for the Ningo Pram Pram constituency, Sam George, trying to have a discussion with them. I'm just going to walk towards them to find out what the issue is like, if the police themselves will be able to speak to what is happening. So just come with me, my cameraman Abeku. For us, you can see Sam George in that meeting over there with the security people. But the supporters of the NDC who are here at the office of John Dramani Mahama say they do not want any security protection from the police. They don't understand who made the deployment, and they do not even want them at all whatsoever. I'm just going to try to see if I can catch a word with Sam George to tell us precisely what the issue is. Okay, he's still in that meeting, you can see. Now arriving is heavy police within the premises of John Mahama. You can see them who have arrived. The police CTU have just arrived in your shot over there. You can see them. They're coming. I am not too sure. Word is still sketchy as to what the situation is like. Quite a fluid situation here at the office of the former president and the flag bearer of the NDC. We just will try and see if we can get some word of the sort from them, who they are, and what probably might be the motivation for the deployment. But like I did say earlier on, that the supporters who are here are not agreeing in whatever shape or form. Okay, so they do not want us to film them. But what I can tell you is that you can see it's a heavy police deployment. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about anything, not even the people. Sam George is not speaking yet. He does not know what it is. But you can see from your shot, these are the men who have been deployed. So Sam George is meeting with the police of...
Fantastic. Yeah, someone radioed, one of them. I was engaging him when he radioed you. No. I'm not the one you radioed. Okay, so just to find out, this is our flag bearer's office. I see that you've arrived. I just wanted to find out why.
A caller called that we have used stones to block this road, that any car shouldn't pass. So that's why we are here.
Okay, well, before you came in, like you see, there are some men, I think, from National who have already arrived. We have engaged with them, and we've engaged with them. Please, let's leave for the vehicle. We've engaged with them, and as it stands now, you realize that there's no traffic on the road. The road is open. We've engaged your officers.
Okay,
so
this is my jurisdiction. I'm the division, so I think I will place my men here, because I don't know the reason why they block the road. Even if there's anything, please inform police that this is what we are suspecting, that may be there, but then police will come and take over. So if you said you block the road without
I haven't said we blocked the road.
I mean, we had it.
You got that report.
And when we came, really,
no, but madam, since you arrived, vehicles are passing. Your vehicles
they have removed them.
Madam, with the greatest amount of respect.
Yes.
Okay. With the greatest amount of respect, I engaged the most senior officer who was here with the team from National. And my request to them was we needed to de-escalate everything going on here. Okay. Right now, given the temperature of the country, this is the office of the leader of the NDC. At this point in time, we as the NDC have not made the request for police protection. we as the NDC have also not done anything to warrant a police invasion in courts. So what I'm saying to you is, if you don't mind, I could give you my number. You have my number. I'm here. If there is any report made to you, cross-check with me. But I'm giving you my assurances as a member of parliament that the road is open. The road is going to remain open. All we are doing is we are asking that we don't want two police presence around here. So because we don't see what the need is at this point in time.
Because it's my jurisdiction, I think I have to place men here. Though we have not requested for one, but it is my duty to ensure that men are here, because I had the information that this road has been blocked and now they have removed the stones. So it is my duty to ensure that security is provided here.
Security has not been compromised at the moment.
Oh no, because of the stones. You see, this is. They have removed the stones now. So because it's my jurisdiction, it's my duty to patrol. So I'm on my patrol duties. Thank you very much.
Okay. Just briefly with Sam George, what happened a while ago? Can you just tell us precisely what happened? I've seen you in a conversation with the police. What happened?
No, I just arrived at the office of our flag bearer here and met a confrontation by a detachment of police at the office of our flag bearer. We have not requested for police protection here. We do not need a police here. This is the office, and we do not know what they are here for. So I engaged them and said we had no need for them here. What I have seen, and I mean, there were threats of shooting at the security personnel in the office of the president and young men around here. We've tried to de-escalate the situation. You just saw the divisional commander come in and say that she wants to leave men here. I do not see why she wants to leave men here, but we would insist and maintain that we do not need a police. The police is needed to take care of other things, but around the office of President Mahama, we don't need a police. This will begin to look like intimidation tactics.
She makes the point that you block the road and we can see some stone over there. Did you block the road?
As you see, you can pan your camera. Those are vehicles driving. You can pan your camera, show the people. Those are vehicles passing. So I do not see what blockade. That's the road. The road is free. The police arrived here without. The road is free at the moment. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We don't need this. This is going to escalate the situation, and this looks like police intimidation. But unfortunately for the police and whoever is sending them, we cannot be intimidated, and we will not be intimidated.
For anything. Okay. All right. So that's a member of parliament for the Ningo Pram constituency. You can see now there's heavy police deployment here at the office of the flag bearer of the NDC. You can see them lying heavily armed to the T. They said that it is their duty, their responsibility to provide security. It is their jurisdiction, and so they will provide. Like I did say, the situation remains quite fluid over here. We do not know what the situation is outside of the other place, but within the building of the former President John Dramani Mahama, he himself is not in the office. Like I did say, that meeting with the Peace Council ended inconclusively. They left and they said that they are they do not need them in the supporters said they don't need that meeting. That meeting the Peace Council wants to hold with them. They should rather take it to the doorstep of the new patriotic party and its flag bearer, Nana Adudan Kwaku. So like I did say, that's what the situation is like here at the cantonment office of the former president and flag bearer of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama. Back to you in the studios, Abna.
Thank you very much, Komla Kluche, the man following John Dramani Mahama's campaign team, and is reporting from the office of the former president over situation there. I must say that the situation is not volatile. There is no high temperature. It's not fluid. I mean, these are expressions we use to connote tension, but it doesn't look like there is tension. I quickly want to pick your thoughts, gentlemen. Dr. Notti, I'll start with you. Looking at what we saw, and the fact that a police deployment is supposed to go and protect the perimeter, the people, the street, and the person. He is a former president, and then it does appear that his handlers do not want the police there, which is very unfortunate, though. I want to hear your thoughts.
It is very unfortunate because no matter how you look at it, the security details, they pick up intelligence you are not privy to.
Yes.
You understand? So once they are there, They are there to ensure that nothing untoward happens. So a policeman walks up to my house one day, I don't know, said, I've picked up intelligence. I want to protect you. I will be happy. I will be happy. So, I don't know. I don't know. But they are reading meanings into it.
So many meanings. Yeah. Meanings which could have been avoided. Dr. Santi, this is playing out to be like a we and them situation, which shouldn't be the case. The former president is a former president of the Republic and demands the full protection of the state, irrespective of whether or not he's a political party flag bearer or not. I want to hear what you make of all the things you saw.
Yes. My feeling is that this type of activities, normally we are going for elections. I'm sure the police, they know what to do. I believe strongly that they will act professionally in what they do, so that whatever situation there is, they will be able to contain. But I don't foresee any trouble. I believe that we will sail through peacefully, but I want people to know that election is not about violence. It is about expression of ideas. And when you express it, somebody must come out to endorse yours or to say otherwise. But these things are done within the framework of the law. So let us be careful that we, in our effort to achieve what we want to achieve, we want to be mindful of the fact that we need to stay within the confines of the law and make things work peacefully. Peacefully, it is very, very important.
But I know that legally people have a right for personal safety and security, but in this situation where a former president is involved, to the point that we've had the National Peace Council wanting to meet the hierarchy of the party and it didn't happen, do you think that
I thought the meeting happened. I thought they were in there with the running
but they said it was inconclusive.
Okay.
So really it did happen, but really nothing happened. So did you think something is not right here?
I mean, you raised a question about personal, privacy and everything, but this is clearly taken out of the context of private, because you're looking at a man who is a former president of the land. Beyond that, he is a flag bearer of the biggest opposition party. He's no meaner person. And so to suggest that having police deploy men to him raises issues. I don't even get it. Point is, these are law enforcement
agencies. Raises the issue of intrusion, that they think that the deployment is an intrusion. You don't see any intrusion here?
Exactly what Dr. Norty said, I agree. I mean, the police work with intelligence. They work with intelligence. We don't know what they have picked. We are not in their, their control rooms or whatever it is. We don't know what they have picked. And so they have a responsibility to keep the peace and, of course, to also preempt anything that would upset the peace and stability of the country. And this is what I believe they are doing. So the police have deployed men to the former president's office. And I believe it is for us to believe that they would act professionally.
And in good faith.
And in good faith, exactly. So until anything to the contrary shows up, I don't see why we should, act in a way that would suggest that something untoward is about to happen. But perhaps the concern is whether or not they knew ahead of time that this is what is happening, and so we're coming and be prepared for us or not. Perhaps we need to look into that as well. Because if you just show up, that too may raise issues, which is perhaps why we're seeing this level of resistance. But let's also note that anything that you do to suggest that you don't want them to work would amount to obstruction of the police's work, which in itself is not proper, would be flouting the law. And so we need to tread cautiously in this regard. I can imagine that what just happened there would cause attention. People would troop to the area. And you know what happens when people mass up, particularly in an environment like this. I mean, we don't want to say it's volatile yet, but of course, there's a certain situation we are looking at which could escalate if we don't take care. And so we need to act, cautiously, or be act in a restrained manner, and believe that the police would act professionally and in good faith. Until the contrary is shown, I don't think we need to be prejudiced about what is happening.
Yeah, Dr. Kwame Asante, Abidan is raising the issue of possibly what we need to do to de-escalate. What should we be thinking about doing to lower the bubbling, rising temperatures?
That is exactly what we are doing, the public education. That election is a peaceful process, and that when you go through at a point in time, results are declared. And definitely there will be a winner, there will be a loser. But it doesn't bring the world to an end. You accept defeat and abide by the rules of the game. You are not happy, you don't incite anybody, but you use the legal processes to get to your destination. That is the way to go.
Legal processes to get to your destination. Dr. Ezekiel Norte, your words.
Yes, so what I would entreat all the stakeholders, they should just let peace prevail. They should allow the police to do their work. And that would, I think, will solve all the
problems that we're seeing.